Kick the flow, kick the flow, kick the flow, kick the flow, kick the flow.
We have. But she's got to, she's got to keep her own troops going. That's why we're going through all this.
So is this more of the permanent campaign?
Yeah, of course it is. If you look at what's going on in Scotland at the moment, that she's given up on trying to reduce the gap between rich and poor at schools. The transport policy, an absolute disaster. The ferries to the islands of Scotland not being built years later, and so on. The health service, she keeps going on about how much better we were in dealing with COVID. Yet we've got problems as much as the rest of the UK has. So what better than, from her point of view, to start talking about nirvana?
So you think it's the politics of distraction?
Of course it is. Yes. But I know she would not want to lead an independence campaign that ended up with failure. I mean, to lose one, to lose two would be a disaster. I remember speaking to you some years ago, and I said I didn't think there would be another one. And
is that still your view?
Yeah,
I mean, this government are not going to give a referendum.
It seems the majority of people in Scotland have indicated time and time again that they don't want one, the next 2 to 5 years. We've got a war going on in Europe, the first war in 75 years. We've got a massive cost of living problem. There are huge problems in health and education and so on. I think people would be more pleased if we were dealing with those rather than referendums, as you've seen in the UK with Brexit. They are extremely divisive, and the scars in Scotland are still there 8 years later.
Neither of us know what's going to happen next in British politics, of course, and predictions are a fool's game and all of that, but just given where we are.
Kick the flow, 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 kick the flow.